And I'm live. Welcome to MacBean Scotch Fitness. A little motivation Monday, but I'm in the gym anyway. So let's just, as we say, get in the gym and lift. Oi. Oi. All righty. Someone in the house. Probably Michael. Pepper Cowboy, how we doing? So, last week was interesting. Took me a couple days to recover from Arizona. And then I had to work some 12-hour shifts. And that made it a little interesting. Did I not have a poll? Let me see what I can do. Gauge of the audience. Start a poll. Did you thumbs All righty, had to put that one in there. Good morning, Miss Worm. So I was going to, later on today, I'm going to do a rant video. I was going to do it during my live, but then again, that's not what my live streams are about. But just to give you a preview, forgot to shave this morning. So generally, this time of the year, I go into my Santa Claus mode. Now, I won't start talking about Santa Claus until after Thanksgiving, but I've already ordered me a Santa hat that I'm going to wear to the gym, possibly to work. And I kind of go through this. This is a really good face warmer. And usually sometime in January, I shave it down. I trim it down. It gets to be too much of a toy. Used to be a chew toy. But yes, I can grow hair on my face very quickly. Just on top of my head, not so much anymore. So I was going to go into making a rant thing, but what I want to do is I'm going to do a separate video after I get done with the gym, and I'll post that later on today. And the rant's going to be about Tweeter. Now, I spelled Twitter wrong on purpose because who knows, if I spelled it the regular way, then I might have to share something with the owner of Twitter, which I don't want to do, not to have any problem with it one way or another. But I've been off Twitter for about 3 years. New owner, I figured, yep, I can comb it. Yep, I don't. If I upcomb it, then it'll look like Mr. Magoo. But this is the time of year I let it grow thick, and just kind of see. I think this is the thickest I've had it in a long time. And I'll see how long I can let it go. Mrs. Scottish Fitness is not a fan about it, but then again, it's my face. I wasn't a fan when she cut her hair short one year, so bada boom, back at you. Oh, it's bench day. Time to get warmed up. So last Tuesday was the last time that a bit high today. Can't see the bench. How's that? And it probably moves back a little more. There's the bench. There. So I haven't benched since Tuesday. And then on Wednesday I did legs. And when I got to work, I could already tell my lower back was tightening up from the squats. So I did do squat on Wednesday. I know you're waiting for that, Miss Worm. And then I was informed that I have to stay 4 hours over both Wednesday and Thursday. And that kind of shot my workouts because I really couldn't get up until about 10 or 11. I do need to sleep to heal. So you're turning a little blue gal, holding your butt, waiting for that dad joke. I show 4 in chat, 2 thumbs up. Please don't forget the thumbs up. It looks like I've already got 2 trolls. And I knew saying that, I was probably going to get some people that were just going to click that just because I have it there. And that's okay. I can have fun with it too. I did have trolls last Tuesday. I had one who I think had about, I think in 10 different accounts. And of course, Ray wasn't having any of it. He took care of him really quick. Hey, Mr. Pixie, good morning. Thanks for joining in. Well, I confess, but I still had a thumbs up. I appreciate it. So I was about half and half. I got 3 yeses and 3 trolls, as they're saying. There we go. Yep. So I was on your live stream yesterday at work, but I can't hear anything. There's just too much noise going on. And I tried to put you up on my phone and put you up next to my ear, but I know you were doing a fundraiser for JH, and hopefully you had some really good luck with that. We're going to change something in the laundry. I've been getting rashes on my legs. I think it's from the downy sheets that the wife is now using in the dryer. It's really caused me some issues. So later on, I'll be posting a rant video. It'll be my my trip back to Twitter briefly to see if anything had changed. Spoiler, it hadn't. I was going to do it during the live stream, but then I thought, that's not what the live stream is about. Let's talk about happy occasions. Let's not worry about who killed who. Miss Worm should know. Up to 1,100, awesome. Very good. So if anybody is interested, that man is having a fundraiser for one of his community members, and his goal is to raise $3,000 for him there in times of financial stress. Now I forgot why I went on the phone for. Now I remember. Of course, the chances are me. So the dad joke of the day. Okay, and everybody's over 18. My wife took off her shirt and bra during an argument where I was winning. It was a booby trap. You heard it here first, folks. Of course, I'm not putting that one on the typing. Yeah, that's an unfair advantage. All right, 135, let's warm it up. Keep this party going. There he is, Hollywood.
How's it going?
Hey, it's going well. I'm in.
Yeah, all right.
Had a rough week last week.
Yeah.
Well, went to my grandson. So there it was. I'm gonna be here Monday, but I said catch up with the jet lag.
Yeah.
Tuesday I was here. Wednesday I did squats over the Pontiac, and I get to work tonight. Lower back. Okay. And then you inform me, oh, we did stay till 3 a.m. Because one guy hasn't showed up in 3 weeks, so now I've showed up for 4. So Wednesday, Thursday, I 12-hour shifts. So I told them,
Take it out.
Friday, I did some, oh, was Friday. I did go work out Friday at the other gym, but it was just arms, just knee stuff. Then I had to here today, I was like, gotta get here and get this done.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be right. If you take those 3 or 4 days, then it's
Oh, yeah.
hard to get back in there.
Yeah. I'll like this.
Gotta force the issue, which I'm doing. Gotta force it. Yes, they do. Don't ask me why. It's just one of those things. Time to add weight. Add weight and add water to my drink.
Well, that's why you know why your coach can't do that.
Yay! That's rejoicing. So I'm back. Back in the saddle again. What you guys are talking about? Mm-hmm. But she's got to go close
I don't need
curtains.
you. I just want to make sure I can get up every time.
Oh, I got you.
Well, let's not go there. We got 185 on there. Today's goal is to go back to my regular workout and change it up a little bit.
I don't need you. I don't need you though.
Oh,
I'm not going
I figured I'd come in.
I'm thinking that
Well, I wish I'd come in here and show
And,
up. It was only a matter of
do
time.
these. This is what you should do. This is what you should do. I do this a lot when I'm bed. So look. Thumbs out. And externally rotate.
I love the sound of bars moving in the morning. Bada boom, no pun, Fat Man.
What's that?
I've seen the Titan do that. I'm sure his videos.
So
He doesn't just come
it's
here
been
all the way.
really since Wednesday since we had a workout. So it's really need to get back into it. Like I said, there'll be a rant video coming out later on today.
I finally broke.
Don't want to during the live stream. I'm here about working out,
All the other my kids work nights.
but I did make a mistake of going on
Tweeter
Twitter yesterday and
all the melatonin.
kind of see if anything had changed.
I'm laying there trying
Spoiler
to
alert, it hadn't.
food,
Oh my goodness.
phone, TV. I'm just trying to about midnight.
So we got to change our laundry detergent because I'll be tearing these legs up.
I wanted to rack out for a good 12 hours. It was taking all my vitamins, ready, and his body, mind would not shut down.
The reality
So today,
is the day.
yeah, it's hurting. It's hurting today.
Well, don't do anything good. Like I said, that's the,
So then, it's like I have no power. I tried to lift what I normally would lift, and I struggled for like 3 or 4, and I'm like, I really
drop the weight.
drop and pump.
None of your muscles have enough endurance, at least I know mine.
Yeah, they're just.
I do anything for 15 reps, I suck at it.
How many reps?
15.
15? 15 reps.
Well, he said 50.
Oh, yeah, that too. It's called cardio.
And guess what that's called? That's
Called non-existent.
a swift no.
That's a swift. I'm gonna do this.
I got a phone call. Don't worry, Ryan, I'll be all right with that.
Let me give this a shot.
There we go. And I'm back.
Speaking of going for 50,
No,
this is lightweight for you, John.
it's warm up.
Exactly, warm up weight.
Full range motion reps. Yep. So good thing there, Raggy. The IPF Powerlifting Federation has made a change in the bench rules,
Yeah.
which a lot of people are not popular with, but I think was a long time coming. It would get where people would work more on their ability to arch, to bend like a gymnastics, than working on raw strength. And we would see some lifts where the range of motion was inches, but because their legs, they say their butt wasn't their butt, because their legs and their back were on the bench, they were saying it was a legit lift. And finally, I think they started looking at it, and I think somebody set a world record with maybe about that much range of motion. And I think they finally said, this is ridiculous. So they are the only federation that's doing it so far, but they're one of the bigger ones. And I imagine the other ones will follow. I know the USPA was very critical on those forums, and a lot of their judges, would call you on it. They see daylight, you're done. They'd make it a no lift. And then when they'd watch me lift, they were like, by my last lift, they weren't even watching my lower butt anymore. They knew I'm a flat bencher. It's the way I am. A slight arch is good for you, but it's called a flat bench. It's not called a decline. A lot of times that's what people are doing are declines because they're so arched, in my opinion. I'm a flat bencher. I'm a raw bencher. Even though they allow wrist wraps, I don't use them. My feeling is if you need wraps, then you probably shouldn't be lifting the weight. That's just my opinion. Safety equipment is good to have, but what I find is people that use safety equipment tend to start overloading the bar then. So make sure you hit the thumbs up. I do thank the 3 trolls for hitting the thumbs down. Just at least you engaged. And I had a feeling that would be the case. Is that if I give them the option to be a Juliet Echo Romeo Kilo, they will definitely jump on it. And some might be doing it for fun, and that's okay too. It's not like I make lots of money doing this. So I got 2 1/4 there. It's getting where I'm starting to get a decent weight. Everything right now is just getting my shoulders warmed up for the heavier weights. So the plan today is to go to the heavy. I know you're not twisted, Pixie. You're always commenting. I appreciate it. Where was I? So my goal is to do the setup as many as I can, trying for 10 at 330, go to 370, do a 405, make a call from there. So where I had skipped the 2 heavy lifts, the 2 heavy rep sets the last 2 sessions, and just went for the heavy lifts where I did 4 1/4 in both this gym and the gym in Pontiac. I'm going to go back to the workout that got me there to begin with. But it's nice to change things up every now and then. It doesn't hurt to change things once in a while. Other thing I've noticed is, the traffic on YouTube has, in my perception, by where I'm looking, has diminished somewhat. Shorts used to get easily a couple thousand views, sometimes over 10. It seems now they're getting hundreds of views, sometimes over 1,000. I think it has something to do with they're going to start trying to monetize the shorts somehow. So I think they're changing their algorithms and they're not pushing them as hard. Just a perceived change in direction that I'm seeing on my end. Other creators may be seeing it, they may not, who knows. But it does seem like the number of views have diminished to what they used to be, and it could be on my part, you never know. I try to keep it interesting, but it is just lifting. I'm trying to get some girls in here, and I'll get Hollywood in here every now and then for you ladies, and try to spruce it up as much as I can. Or maybe I should do the clickbait titles. Don't do this or you could die. World War III will be because of my bench. Who knows? Maybe that would get me more views.
500 today?
No.
I did get 425 from the floor.
Very good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I kept the shoulders back, but the legs were
wobbling.
Yeah, because it's.
Well, it's 424 or 425.
Yeah. Well, I got the
over at my channel. There you go, Miss Worm. That was a very good story you read. You have an excellent reading voice. You should do more of those. I actually shared it on my channel if you had not noticed. Oh, all righty. 2 1/4. I'm dead weight. Wait. All right. Boy, here we go. Let's see, try working out shirtless. They're giving me ideas how I could. Here we go.
Yeah.
It's like.
I've seen it, John. I've seen it. Walk in here, I'm like, really? Put your box back now. Come on. Put your box back.
I've never walked in here shirtless.
Not you. No, I've seen people.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
I walk
yeah,
in
yeah.
here and I see people, I'm like,
I did it one time in the gym because somebody accused me of wearing a bench shirt underneath
What's
my
that?
T-shirt. A bench shirt?
yeah.
So bench shirts are they're single. They're kind of like, but they're a super slingshot.
Yeah.
So a bench shirt is a shirt that fits over you, and when you come down, you're building up tension, and it literally springs you up. So With a single ply, you can probably bench anywhere about 60 to 100 pounds more than you usually could if you train with it. And with multi-plies, you can bench a couple 100 pounds more than usual.
Really?
You still have to train with it. It's a different lift, but yeah, they're called equipped.
I've never gotten.
And so I had somebody accuse me of wearing a bench shirt underneath when I was posting those 470 and 480 lifts. So the next day in the gym, I did 470 with no shirt on.
Is there competition for both?
Yes, sir. Right. Yeah. You can't be in a raw division equipped. Although they did catch a guy trying that.
Oh yeah.
So he'd get off the lift and then he'd take off really quick. So on his third lift, he grabbed his bag and started heading out. Well, a couple of lifters followed him out. And they grabbed his t-shirt and lifted up. So he got banned from competition. And all his records were expunged because he was cheating. I know another guy, they were using that blue tape. And they were taping.
Yeah,
and they're taping up. I'm going, well, you can use those during warm-ups. I said, but when it comes time to compete, those got to come off. I said, what do you mean? I said, it's equipment.
Yeah.
I said, you're not lifting against me. You're not lifting against me with those arms. He was a little mad, but he took them off.
Yeah. No, I mean, you got to be fair.
Or
Raw for a reason.
somebody will wear a type. They'll let you use wraps. They have to be a certain length. I don't use wraps.
Oh yeah.
And that's just I'm not comfortable with them. And my feeling is if I need a wrap, I don't need to be lifting that weight. That's the way I look at it.
Gotcha.
I mean, you're never going to sit there and develop this with wraps.
I don't even think. I was just there because I've used them for so long. This is my gym. Like wearing a hat. You know? Yeah, at all.
I'm sorry, the editor is kicked in. I can't get anything out. It's trying to be nice.
They don't help.
Yes, they do. Absolutely. Yeah. Especially if you bench like this. Now it's support.
I go straight.
I had somebody try to,
Go straight.
so he goes, I'm interested in diversity. I want to see more man boobs. Yeah, maybe one of these days you guys see me with no shirt. I lift outside with no shirt. So you've all seen that anyway if you watched any of my other videos.
Watch me.
Huh?
Watch me.
I got you.
We'll watch you. Fail.
Oh, on this?
As he sprawled out on the floor. We were watching you.
It's a hard.
Oh, I know. Those are no fun.
This is a hard box fighting gym.
Is this lower?
It's lower, right.
That's lower than the one you were using.
Yeah,
Right. That's why I said watch him.
It's harder than an actual squat because I did this. I'm driving lower. You know how I was doing higher.
It's going to paint this channel.
Way lower.
He does watch it sometimes, so I have to be careful.
Right? Yeah.
All right, let me know when you're ready. We'll get on the sides. I got to go over and spot a guy doing a deep box squat.
There you go. There you go. There you go. You got it. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on. Go. Go.
And it was successful.
Nice. How was that? Good.
It's good. I mean, it hurts. It's hard. But
Do you do deadlifts and squats? I do. I haven't done deadlifts in a while, but I'm going to bring them back into the routine. I did squats on Wednesday.
Last time you played deadlift with me.
Oh, yeah, so that was what, Tuesday?
Yeah, so what did we do, 395 that time?
I did 405.
Did you?
I think at 395 I did, and then I did 405 with no warm-ups.
I can't remember if it was-
One of them was 405. Actually, I have it on video.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah, one was 405.
That was a good month and a half ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, but I do squats and deadlifts not as often as I do the bench. You could say I'm a specialist on the bench. If you look up openpowerlifting.org and you go to Masters 60 to 64, 275 pound class, I am in there tied for fourth place. There's about 3 or 4 of us that have lifted the same weight. And then December 10th, hey, Ark Wildman, how you doing? Good morning. December 10th, I will be competing in a 242-pound class where I haven't competed in that weight class yet in this age bracket. And their national record is only like 274. So I should be able to blow that out of the water. I'd like to get in a 413 or a 418 at least by then. Understand what you do in the gym is generally not what you're going to do in competition. You always got to realize you're probably going to do a little bit less during competition. I tell you, the guy 75 years old, one left he's got me hooked on is bench press with legs in the air. Looks strange, but it's great for working on stabilization, control, driving, etc. It is. I don't do them. Like I said, I compete, and your feet have to be on the ground. And for a safety thing, some of these benches are not really wide enough for me to be on with that heavy a weight. So I just never did that. Go blind over boobs? Yeah, well, we can act foolish. That is for sure. Except for me, because, I'm different.
No, I didn't. The worst was the other. I was doing reps of leg press, feet at the bottom.
Yeah.
Sometimes what I find happens is you close the chat and then open it back up, and then sometimes that'll catch you up. And it could be because you're across the Atlantic Ocean also.
White.
Oh, it's okay.
Nice safe attempt.
Yeah.
275.
You say close foot towards the bottom.
Quad, you're being up. Quad. It's your jack. What do you want to call it?
I did 135 the other day. I warmed up with lots of these. To see if this is gonna start squatting again. Yeah, slight crunching. Tyler.
If my back tightens up again on squats, I'm gonna have to go to the machine. It was bad. It was
Pinching, like a bad.
no, I just had to get up and walk every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Loosen it back up.
There's some step-ups.
Yeah. Like Tyler was showing me, you keep it,
And then
this guy can pull squatting with his feet. So he's like, when you do it like lower, he's like, this would be
well,
lower.
what happened is I went down and shifted
Touch. Yeah.
and I knew this, and that was probably gonna feel that one.
Game of,
And I kept going.
it's a game of millimeters.
So I'm like, oh. And that's when they found out, well, you usually work 12 hours the next couple of days.
Yeah. That's I've been going heavier on that road bar for the flat.
Are you stripping this all the way down?
What's that?
Are you taking this all the way down?
I'm doing a rep set of
Okay.
well, you can switch me out for 100. I don't care. Put the rubber one on. I got one set of like 20. That's it. Just switch out.
I'm really truly blessed, so I want the holy weights.
Just put the black one on.
Get it?
Yeah. You know, I understand. I understand the. I would call it like I understand the OCD of having the right weights.
They don't have to be.
But
I mean, when I was here on Tuesday, they were mixed.
if you got to do,
But if I can,
Now, if it's something like this.
and besides, it allows me to do my dad joke,
understand.
I mean, I tell the wife I'm really a saint.
That's right.
I work out with holy weights.
That's right. I
She steps away from me every time I say it. I don't know why.
bet she's just trying to humor you and just.
I don't understand it. She's known me for 33 years. You think she had this figured out?
If you're still finding after that all that time, you're still finding ways to disappoint. Trust me, I know this.
There's a 33 more, Jeff.
That's what I saw.
That's why I'm single.
Last weekend, I flew out to Arizona to see my grandchild. And we've been talking about this for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Tickets. So the Thursday before I'm flying out, she's in the chair. She goes, so what are you doing this weekend? What? Well, yeah. Are you working? Are you?
Really?
I keep staring at her,
Going ahead.
waiting for the bell to drop.
Yeah.
Well, you could have said something. I'm like, I'm just wondering where you're going with
Just
it.
wait, let her figure it
I
out.
thought this was a joke, like, I was ready for the punchline.
That's why I'm saying, well, it's easy just to disappoint myself.
Yeah, well,
There you
I
go.
can do that all the time.
I would tell you the advantages of being married, but you're gonna have to give me some time.
We can come up with a couple.
Yeah. Oh, no, marriage is wonderful. Highly recommended. Love you, sweetie. There we go. Arc oil man, fat man, yep. Oh, no, dad joke number 2, we're being spoiled today. That's right. But this is an original.
Take that box away.
This is an
Just
original
push it back a foot.
MacBean Scottish Fitness dad joke.
See how this feels now.
So you heard it here first. Actually, you've heard that one more than once.
Real deep. Hey.
Up and down, up and down.
God, my hips hurt just watching.
I can't even go down that low with no weight.
My hip hurts just literally watching.
Does it?
Yeah.
Not me, probably because I'm sitting.
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid it.
How's the new grandson? He's a cutie pie. So, I got pictures.
That wasn't 20.
How many was it? So let me go down here. So here's going to be one of the Christmas pictures. There we go. Trying to get out of the glare. Here we go. He's a cutie pie. There you go, with Grandpa. So I haven't put anything online because daughter kind of asked me not to. And then she asked, I have not. Oh, no. He'll probably be tall. He was 20 and a half inches at birth, 7 pounds, 3 ounces, something like that. So my son was 20 and a half inches when he was born. He's 6'4" like I am. So he's going to be in the 6 feet. Especially he's probably going to have good nutrition. I always said I would have been about 2 inches taller had I grown up in my in-laws' house because the mother-in-law was a heck of a cook and cooked good food and cooked a lot of it. Where I grew up, my mom didn't cook. She made the older sisters cook. They didn't want to cook, so they just cooked poorly. And for the most part, the food sucked. You ate it because you were hungry, but didn't eat a lot of it. And then once you get in the habit of not eating a lot of food, it kind of sticks with you for a while. The Army did that. And actually, I started cooking my own dinners when I was about 14. I got tired of my sister's cooking. And I found out I could cook better. And anybody could cook better. You just had to want to. And that's what it came down to. It came down to desire to cook. And I like cooking. If you notice, I'm always putting some cooking videos out there. I like good food, so I learned to cook so I can enjoy good food. Because I'm not wealthy. I can't just go out and buy it all the time. And be honest with you, I can cook better than a lot of the restaurants can. But when I find a good one, I stay with it. That's why I'm out at Lamex's all the time. Wow. Well, that's not good. Yeah, they weren't food phobic. They were just didn't want to do it. And then I remember I got myself in trouble. We had my Uncle Wendell over and Aunt Lou and their family, my cousins, which were my favorite cousins. And my mom spent all day cooking. So there we had turkey and we had green bean casserole and we had big mound of mashed potatoes and we had sweet corn and we had cranberries and we had gravy. We had all this stuff. And so I looked at my Uncle Wendell and said, "You need to come and visit here more often. We never eat like this." And I got in a wee bit of trouble for that. But it was an honest remark. Oh, definitely can miss worm, absolutely. Like I said, once I started eating my own food, and I was always into sports, I was always active. And then when I went in the Army where you had, 3 basic meals every day plus a chance to get extra meals, I did a lot of growing. I went into basics at about 6 foot, at about 150 pounds. I came out of basics in the AIT at 6'4", 185. And then a year later, I was like 6'4" and a quarter at 205. But yes, nutrition when you're younger is extremely important. All right, 3:15. Then it's time for the upside dread. So what I'm doing is I'm saving energy for that heavy rep side. Woo. I'm out. Come say hi to everybody. They want you shirtless.
Happy Monday morning. Hold on.
We started talking about man boobs. Actually, I think we just started talking about boobs.
That's
And
kind of
then we were trying to save ourselves. I blame Ray. He started the whole conversation, I'm sure.
It's a Monday.
It's Monday. A little motivation Monday, but we are in here anyway. I got Hollywood. Here we go. It's Hollywood.
I was just in Hollywood a week and a half ago.
You were? How'd it go?
Good. Got to work out at Royal Training in Beverly Hills.
Awesome.
That was nice.
Any videos?
The Gym of the Gods.
Yeah.
You know.
Were you playing that Weezer song, Beverly Hills in the background?
Beverly Hills. It's a weird
If I ever
place.
went there, I would do that. I'm
It's
sure
a
it is.
Weird place.
I'm sure I'd fit right in.
It's nice to be back in America, though.
Yeah. Better than Hollywood.
Got to hang out with the kids and do the thing. Yeah, it was good.
Next summer, I'm going to try to make it to Muscle Beach.
Yeah.
I got to see how far it is from Maricopa, Arizona.
Okay.
I think I'll tie it in with a visit. And then drive out there. And what I want to do is I'll have jeans on.
Just fake it.
I'll have like a 4X sweatshirt on.
Yeah.
I'll come like this. And then, start with the bar like I always do. And, see when they start going.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a minute.
Well, if you wind up out there, let me know.
I will.
Maybe I can convince Royal to have you in for something for
Probably should get your number
a
when it works.
workout. Yeah, absolutely. Because they don't, the public can't work out there. It's
Right.
strictly with trainers.
Yeah.
Strictly private. It's just ridiculous.
Right.
It's not a very good place. It's not.
Right.
It's maybe twice this room, the whole thing.
And those places are okay. I mean, nothing wrong with that.
Oh yeah, they serve a really good purpose there, no doubt. They don't focus on heavy.
Do they have heavy weights there?
They've got weights there,
Okay.
but
Do they have enough weights there?
it's a good question. They probably do.
Am I going to have like 10s coming over?
You might have to just to frosting the cake enough.
I've had to do that before. There's one in Missouri. It's called Warrior Fitness.
Yeah.
And I was there on vacation 2 years ago, buddy, and I had a contest coming the next week, so I wanted to bench, so I called. And I said, do I walk in? He goes, yeah, it's just $5. Oh, that's very reasonable. Yeah.
Right.
So I walked in and I paid for me and I paid for my buddy that I needed a spotter. $5-10, I ain't nothing. And I'm benching, and when I got to here, 15, I said, this is about time people start taking notice.
Right.
And sure enough, I started getting the white
What's
eyes.
going on there?
Well, then when I threw 4 1/4 on, the owner come over and he's like, well, I think I want to change bars. I said, well, why do you want to change bars? He goes, well, I don't want you bending it. I said, well, did you get this bar at Walmart? Because if you did, then I could understand. You'd be concerned. He goes, no, I paid $350 for that bar. I said, no, I won't bend it.
That's not good.
I have benched in a lot of places,
This is Royal here.
Oh, wow.
And it's not a big place, but their focus is on
I
building
can see what
bus.
their focus is.
Yeah, that's mostly their focus.
That's a good focus.
It's models and social media influencers.
That would be terrible.
Yeah, it's just horrible. But you can see it's not a big place.
No.
You know, it's not huge at all.
Yeah, not a place I would.
It's a sculpting place more than a powerlifting place. But it's actually really that's the whole place pretty much. It's maybe a third bigger on the side.
I need to go take a shower.
It is a little surreal in there, you know.
Well, you know,
It's Hollywood, Beverly Hills.
I went to LA Fitness up
Yeah.
towards Chicago. And one of the trainers, a big guy, you know, I told him I was in here for training for 2 weeks and I was gonna have a week off and then be back for a week. He goes, here, just come in. Didn't charge me or anything.
Think about it.
So it's one of these places where the girls are,
What-
you know, dressed in the nines, you know, and everybody's in front of the mirror. And of course, I'm benching heavy weights.
Bring stuff behind the
And I
shoulder.
see this one girl, she literally, as we were talking about boobs, she got them pushed up almost to her face. In the yoga pants, in the tight things, and she has a body. And she's talking to her friend saying, I just can't stand how the guys are watching.
I'll superset my band.
Yeah, of course, before I could stop myself, I said, well, but don't put it out there to view, because you know you want people looking at it. You're showing.
I read it in the book.
And I got 405 on there, I look up, and this is the big guy. I go,
Yeah.
your girlfriend, right? He goes, yeah, well, you're right. It's okay, just wanted to make sure we're still cool.
Yeah. Before
Before I got 405.
he's pushing down instead of helping you.
I'm doing something wrong here. 315, 325, 330 is my next. Make myself think. You finished up?
I'm done. I got a lot to do on this Monday, so have a good one.
Why don't you plug my phone number in your phone and send me a text?
All right, right now.
Since you got it.
They took my truck yesterday to go buy this thing. I got it back, go location.
All right.
815.
3.
Yep.
Okay.
2554.
19 rolls of paper, but it was 19 rolls of.
MacBean. And you can just text me over there.
Yeah.
Chuck Hollywood. And I feel doubly blessed, because not only do I have holy weights here, but, you know, I have a pastor here that sponsors me from time to time.
That's right.
So
Not gonna let nothing happen. to you.
literally a saint. I mean,
Literally.
just waiting for the paperwork to come through.
Literally. Yeah, you might have to wait for a while on that. It's a slow process, I'll tell you.
Millennium or two.
All right.
Thanks, Chuck.
Everybody go
Appreciate
get it. It's Monday. See ya.
Oh, yeah, we had the sex chat site. Yeah, it's all right, buddy. We were taking care of it here. So, thanks, Miss Worm, for sending them on their way. Yeah, don't time them out. Just block them. Yeah, there we go. Just say, see ya, wouldn't want to be ya. So I got 330 on here. This is going to be the first heavy set. Now on Tuesday, I think I got them for 9. I don't know where I'm going to be on this one. We'll see. You always set your goals low, so it looks like you really excelled. So I'm going to think maybe only around 7, because it's been kind of an off week. So my biffing the troll, then I hit the wrong button. Uh-oh. So yeah, I think they're coming out a little bit heavier now. We had one on Fat Man's channel that I got rid of yesterday. We had one on last Tuesday. And then we did have the one troll who had like 10 different accounts, but you know he wasn't fooling anybody. And he'd go to the next account and won't stop blocking me. Only people. Why you keep? I said, I ain't blocking you. See, my hands are up here. Well, you're in control of your mods. Yeah, my mods and I are pretty much in line. Yeah, I like it when they blame me for, well, you shouldn't have your mods blocking me. No, that's what exactly they're there for, is to block fools like you. Yeah, you missed the bot. Yeah, that's right. You had got him last time. That's why you need more than one mod. And then for when, you know, I got 3 of them up here right now. They didn't stand a chance,
That's one of my buddies, when we were in service,
but that was funny. So get a couple more breaths of air in here and get me a spotter. Ooh, get my camera set up. Because these are ones that I want to post later. It's these shorts that gets my my subscriber numbers up. So I hadn't posted really any shorts for a while, and I think I only gained like 10 subscribers. Sniper Nest in full swing, you got it. And as expected, it's getting harder and harder to get more followers. I'm up to approaching 7,200, which I guarantee a year ago I never thought I would have been at. So that's pretty impressive. I say so myself. And I am saying myself. There we go. I'll get it set up at 3:30 on here. I'm doing this for a set as many as I can. And then we'll go to 370. I have to blow my nose. Oh, didn't make it in today. Oh, my live stream, World Motivation Monday. Just get it together. You have to. I try to tell people that. They say, you know, they think they would go to the gym or just different than them that don't. I said, no, we have the same. Sometimes I get up and I'm thinking, you know, watch the TV, sounds like a better thing. It's cold outside, you know. Yeah. I got weights in the basement, I got weights in the hallway. So what I'm doing, I'm in the garden, I'm walking out the garden. So I put them in between areas. Try to stay out of the switch. But during the pandemic, I lost a lot of strength.
I think we all feeling nothing.
So now I still have weights, but it wasn't the same. Wasn't the same intensity. All righty. Well, first of all, I gotta give us a go gas. And all right, so I'm gonna do as many as I can. 10 would be great, but I don't know if we'll get there or not.
Okay.
So 330. This is my first heavy set. This is the one where if I do 10, then the next workout I jump up 5 pounds. After this set will be 370.
Oh, 20.
Yep.
Two more. One more.
No.
Good job.
All right, got 9,
Good job.
which I'm happy with.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you.
Yep, you got it.
10 would have stuck me. Good morning, Christopher. So I'm happy with 9. And it was I think a little quicker 9 than it was on Tuesday. So I'll take that as a win. This is where the development really happens. All the stuff before was just warm up. This is the part of my workout where I'm really getting all the muscles engaged, and this is what will make me stronger. Now, 20 years ago, I could have got that 10th one. At 61, my endurance is not what it was. So I had that quick fall off. Oh, that felt good. Thank you, Clayton. Appreciate it. Good deal. Look forward to you walking in. I'll probably need you for a spot. Now, Clayton is one of the young men that spot me here at the gym. Good golly, Miss Molly. So this is one of the shirts one of my subscribers designed for me. She was under Alex the Gamer, now she's in Emulat. Haven't seen her for a while, but thanks for the design. I do like it. And I'm probably going to get more made like this. Oh. And I'll be right back. Oh, I turned the camera off. This makes for a longer video to post. And last week, I got it confused between the pause and play.
Oh, no.
So the whole video, you just see me loading plates, not lifting anything.
Rats.
And I'm like, they did that 2 workouts in a row. So when I realized it, I'm like, so this is the proper form of loading and unloading your plates.
I do that when I'm typing.
Yeah, I know. It's like, it's those simple things that get you in trouble.
When my dogs are doing something funny, I get my camera out and I'm watching them, looking like, I think I'm on video, but I didn't press
Right.
the button. It's like, anyways.
I did. I was trying to do one. I stopped the car because there was a big old gopher, and I'm thinking I'm videoing it. Well, what I'm videoing was me getting out of the car and me getting back into the car. And I'm like, well, okay. Thank God for the delete button. All right, I'll be right back.
Hi, Sue. How are you? Good, how are you?
All righty, thanks for waiting. I'm back. Back in the saddle again.
Good. Hello, Aerosmith.
Oh, yeah. I'm that generation. Harold Smith, Ted Nugent.
That's how I could give or take. I do like Aerosmith.
So, Cat Scratch Fever. And,
He's a little crazy.
oh, yes. I like that. We were a
I
little
feel
crazy.
like Bob Seger,
Bob Seger was good.
some of the little band.
Yeah. Pink Floyd when I wanted to mellow out.
I just listened to their Comfortably Numb
Yep.
this morning.
So what I used to do when we were in our early 20s, we used to have parties, and when the party started getting a little too wild, I'd throw on Dark Side of the Moon.
Everybody's-
Within 15 minutes, everybody was sitting down, relaxed, the fights were done, you know. They got to the point when I was throwing it on, I go, oh, John says we're getting out of hand. Here comes Pink Floyd. And everybody had their one. One buddy was Rolling Stones, the other one was Zeppelin.
I like them. I was listening to
I like Zeppelin.
Foreigner 4 this morning.
Foreigner was good.
Um,
Uh,
uh,
Iron Butterfly.
oh, I used to listen to Judas Priest and
Yeah.
Dio and-
Blue Oyster Cult.
That's
One of
what
my-
music was music.
One of my favorite ones is Godzilla. Oh no, there goes Tokyo.
Oh, yeah.
My daughter was actually going to have that play on the father-daughter dance, but her husband, he was controlling the music. He just didn't want to go for it. So we started with really nice song. Trying to think of the name of
Butterfly
it.
Wings or something?
No. This is an older one. King Cole or whatever.
Natalie Cole about her dad.
Well, it's a real tearjerker one. And I picked that one for the main one, and then we were going to go from that and slip into.
Into something.
And I kept waiting for it, and she goes, he must have chickened out. The wedding was kind of unique anyway, because it literally was like the Hatfields and McCoys,
Oh,
more on their part. So they're from Arizona. They're a tight-knit group,
wow.
you know, whether they're blood relation or they were adopted or whatever.
I can.
And my daughter said before we got there for the wedding, her husband-to-be called her up, said, you need to come over to Miles' house, family emergency. So she gets there, and there's about 20 of the relatives there. And what the emergency was is the neighbor that lived behind him just wanted to talk to his mom about running a water line through the property. And they did this to intimidate him. And my daughter got there and seen what was going. She looked at her and said, ever call me for this shit again. So when we went to the rehearsal dinner, you got a room a little smaller in here, but there's a table on that side, and our table's about here. So when we get there, they're all seated at that table. And they got all sitting at this table. And so my daughter, instead of sitting at the wedding table, came and sat with us. I said, what the hell is it? The Hatfield McCoys? Well, they're smaller height-wise. All right, so, you know, her husband is the tallest one. He says he's 6 foot, but he's more like 5'11". And then the rest of them are 5'8", 5'6", 5'5", whatever. You know, here I come, you know, I'm 6'4", my wife's almost 5'9", my daughter's 5'11", my other daughter's 5'9", my son's 6'4", you know, and you can tell they were intimidated. So I'm just like, so at least the mother-in-law tried to come over and talk to us. You know, I guess she's seen what was going on. I said, yeah, it really should have been one long table so we all could have sat together. The whole idea is to get to know each other.
All right.
And then they all got cowboy hats on. And that was the theme, so, you know, I bought a cowboy hat, you know.
This is in town or over there?
That was in town, then we were up in Flagstaff.
Oh,
No, not town here. No, this is in Arizona. They're from Arizona.
oh, so yeah.
So the wedding, at the reception, one of their friends or brother-in-law or whatever, he's from across the room, he's trying to stare me down. So I'm taking pictures with my phone, and also I'm looking, and you know, he's just like, and so my son caught my look. Like, Dad, what's wrong? I said, I don't know, someone wants their ass whooped. Is it not something I want to do at a wedding?
Especially your daughter.
But I stared him down, and then my son turned around and stared, and then he found somewhere else to look at. But I do have a picture with him staring at me. So when we went up there for Christmas last year, and he was there, and he wouldn't say anything, but his kids follow me on Facebook, and they were, oh my God, they were real nice.
See,
So I always tell the wife, I said, he's a jerk, but I like his kids.
sure. You want this machine?
I was about to say, are you using this?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, but it was,
You just never know with people.
so I was there last weekend seeing the grandson, and I guess when he's mom's there, he's different. She wasn't there at the time, so we got along pretty well. But my wife was there for the baby shower. He said when the mom was there, pretty much was just ignoring her. And I said, well, I'll be honest with you, it's kind of tough with the in-laws. I remember with her in-laws. Her dad and I never really seen eye to eye. It wasn't until we kind of got in a big argument that changed. You know,
Something always seems to give.
well, they would turn the TV on, they wouldn't pay attention to what's on, when the kids were young. So all of a sudden, the show was showing this guy contemplating killing himself. And they're dragging it out for 15 minutes. No, you know, I've got an 11-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 7-year-old. So I changed the channel. You didn't see that shit. What are you doing? You know, so I'm changing the channel. The kids don't need to see that. Well, they have to see what life's about, so that's not about life. I said, that's about that. They don't need to see that. It's enough for it. Well, we're on a reservation, you know, we'd be out there gutting deer and that. I said, they've got deer. I said, they all gut deer. Gosh, they haven't helped me clean and quarter it. That's life. This isn't. And we were there already like for 4 days, and my wife was trying to stay another day or two. And I turned around and I said, we are leaving. I had it. But before we left, he came and apologized. And I thought that was, and after that, we got along much better. I understand.
Maybe your wife said, hey, chill.
She didn't say anything to him.
No.
He did that on his own. It wasn't a challenge, I just didn't think it was necessary for the kids to see that. And I knew they would never monitor the TV. So whatever the next, the first show might have been okay, whatever's coming on, they wouldn't switch or anything, just keep on the same channel. And I didn't like that we watched so much TV anyway. Yeah, we come down and say, hey, we're going to river. And I go, no, it's okay. I just call the kids. And I said, well, you should, force the issue. I said, there's no notes. I said, I had a brother like that. Oh, my brother, I get him to come out and play basketball, and we have a great time. Oh, we gotta do this again sometime, and that's something that never happened. So I just stopped doing it. All right, it's time to go with the 370, and really,
You need your friend.
I'll go get it. Longer it takes to get her to go. It's a win-win.
Breathing between sets, right?
Yeah, it's a win-win situation.
How much is this? You live stream everything. That's badass.
That's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight.
I'm more impressed about like live streaming than anything.
I'd be
I wonder if he's like a trainer or some shit and like goes on YouTube.
Looks like it.
Huh?
Looks like it.
Military. Army. So, sir.
So he's doing legs, I'm going to have to wait for him to get done. I got a live stream going here, so I'm not talking to myself.
Yeah.
Just looks like it. How
Thank
we
you for your
doing?
service.
Oh, absolutely.
That's a lot of weight, man.
Yeah, I've been doing it a long
Thanks for your
time.
service.
I've been doing it for 48 years.
Damn.
So you got plenty of time to catch up.
You want one of those? Huh?
What we got here? Wait for my spotter to show back up. Dante, how you doing?
So like you a physical trainer or like what do you?
I do train people in that, but also I compete in powerlifting. So here I got, your time is much better used by analyzing what you still think is beneficial to fight and act tough at a wedding. You didn't have to act tough on that, Dante. That's a good question, though. And I don't have a problem with doing that. It's just when you're challenged, you either shut it down, or if you don't, then it is an invitation for more of that to happen, is the way I see it. Not saying that's the way to do it. I'm just saying that's the way I do it. You know, my mom and dad don't give me attention. Yeah, it's not that way. I was the youngest of 6 kids. So, no, Papa, you can keep those comments on. It's a good question in that, and he's got a right to have his own opinion in that. And that's what we have to learn is we can have different opinions without getting butthurt. You know, I do this because it's healthy for me. And when I'm in my 70s and 80s, if I fall down, I don't have to worry about bones breaking. I watched my dad deteriorate in his 80s, and every time he took a fall, something broke. And I don't want to do that. So, nah, it's not. You're trying to reach into it too much, aren't they? You're probably in the field of human studies and stuff like that, and sometimes you overdo it. What I did is when I raised my kids, I did what I felt my parents did right, and then what I felt they did wrong, I changed. And that's what you need to do as a parent. You need to take what is good and amplify it, and then what you didn't feel was good, then you don't repeat the same problem. So didn't do anything wrong. My dad worked 12 to 16 hours a day to support the family. All right, you know, I learned to entertain myself. I still got the ability to go out at 8 in the morning and not come back until 9 at night and get myself out of trouble. So, but some things they did wrong, that was in sports. They never attended my sports. That bothered me. They never got involved in my sports. I was the only one that did get into sports, where the other 5 older siblings did not. So when my kids got into sports, I made sure I was there for their games. I coached some of their sports. I made sure that all 5 were always there. So, you know, that's what you do to try to improve things. You always try to improve yourself, no matter how old you are. I still analyze what I do and see what I can do to improve myself. Why? Who needs admiration? All right, I don't need it. I do this because I have people come on here and go, you know, I'm 50 years old and I gave up going on a gym and you inspired me to go back into it. And that's why I do this, because it ain't because of the money, because the $12 a month I make doing this ain't worth it. I have a job where I make good money, and that's why we do it. Sports is a good way to develop yourself in that. Dante, just like you need attention by popping up on other people's feeds and trying to verbally challenge them, because you need that attention too. Even though it's negative attention, it's still attention. And so you need the attention, even if it's negative, that you're willing to take that. So as long as I get some attention, I don't care if it's negative or positive. And I'm probably confusing you because I'm not really worried about the negative attention. Time to get my spotter. When you're ready, you know me, I'm not on a set time schedule. I'm having fun with the troll. Yep. I'm getting a little bit longer of a rest period than I usually take, but I gotta wait for my spotter to show up. And it's good to have the same few spot you, because then they know exactly how you need it and that. Generally, anybody can spot me, even with the weight I have. If I do need a lift, it's 5 pounds. It's not much. I'm not doing a weight I can't handle.
What's your maxes?
So I did 4 1/4 at 2 different gyms last week. So right now my max is 425. When I'm at 100%, I've done 480 in the gym. I've done 446.4 pounds in competition, because we use kilos in competition. So I'm currently ranked 4th in the world in my age and weight class with a raw bench. And if you asked me 20 years ago that I would be here, I would have said, no way. I would have said my arms are too long, too tall, all that other good stuff. So I've got a couple trolls here trying to psychoanalyze me here now, which I'm okay with, because the more they engage, the more it pushes my algorithm up. So they're helping my video. So we got probably got like 3 of them, but they're not 3 different people. They're one person. It has 3 different accounts.
What's your live stream on?
So live streams on MacBean Scottish Fitness, and it's just fitness and nutrition. It's non-political here. I will be putting out a rant video on about Twitter later today because I went back on it after 3 years to see if anything changed. Nothing's changed. It's the same keyboard warriors. So understand that Dante Peak and Devil Apple and the other guy are all the same person. So they're trying to justify their conversation. Thank you, Roddy. I appreciate it. So the reason I'm doing this because my daughters told me I should go on YouTube because I did have Facebook groups that I was motivating in that. And I said I'd be able to earn a little bit of money. And they did mean a little bit. And yes, you are. And anyway, this channel is about fitness and nutrition. It's to let you know that you can do anything as long as you put the time and effort in and do it over time. Remember, slow and steady wins the race. And Busy Mom, I don't really care what you think is cool or not. Your opinion is one opinion out of 7.5 billion people on the planet. Out of one planet out of 8 or 9, depending on how you feel about Pluto. Because I'm in Streeter, they feel pretty strongly about Pluto. Out of one solar system, out of millions in the galaxy, out of one galaxy upon billions of galaxies. So, yeah, your opinion's kind of down there pretty low. And as entertaining as this was, it'll be time for us to concentrate on other things instead of just trolls trying to sit there and have another day. So, it's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. Oh, yeah. See, so now I do know they're the same people because I'd have to unhide them. Thank you, Miss Worm. So it was entertaining to a point, and now the entertainment is over. So now why they're just, I had one troll under about 4 accounts trying to psychoanalyze me why I need attention. I was talking about a wedding and that. So, I was having fun with them.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point where, okay, fun's over.
Yep.
My mom's took care of it. I took
Understood.
370. I'm going to try to get at least 4.
Yep.
5 would be better.
Sounds good.
Should be probably doable. I rusted longer than I was planning on too, but
20%?
Yep.
Got it.
Well, actually 20 pounds, but.
That's all you.
All right.
That's it.
The 4 salad I'll take. Feels pretty good. Now we'll jump to 405 and see how that goes. Hey, how's it going? Good. Missed the trolls. So the last 2 live streams, I've had one guy, probably under 5 or 6 accounts trying to troll me.
Really?
Yeah, let him go for a while. Because, it pushes your algorithm up.
Yeah, what's he?
And then my mods take care of it. So he's like, oh, you need attention. You got 60, you shouldn't need this attention. Whatever. You're on somebody's thing trolling who really needs attention.
Exactly.
You might be a troll if you're talking about people who need attention and you're trolling because you need attention. So I got 4. So it's equivalent to what I did last week, which to be honest, I'm happy with. So what's going on now is they're, hey, Mascanian guy, how you doing? Memphis, Tennessee. Here we go. Hey, Killian, how you doing? You like baseball? Yeah, I'm a Cubs fan. Do I really get into it? No. I'd rather do my own sports. But I'll watch a Cubs game every now and then. Same thing with football. I watch the Bears lose. Probably the one sport I like watching mostly would be hockey. Manscaped guy, good to see you again. It's been a while. Thanks for joining in. You missed the trolls trying to psychoanalyze me. I guess that's what they do to justify their existence on the planet. But anyway, here's about fitness and nutrition and some of the adventures I had. I played sports in high school. I wrestled. I did cross country and track. In grade school, I did basketball. I didn't do it in high school because we had such a good team. I would have been, I'd have been third string left out. So I probably should have. But literally, in grade school, maybe there was 4 players better than me, but in high school, there was a good 20 of them, far better than I was. And our class ended up winning state that year. So we had a very valuable, we had a very talented team. Oh, so we got our troll back. He had to hurry up and make a new YouTube channel, and he'll keep doing that, thinking somehow this has any effect on me at all. Sad existence. Probably was the same guy that was on here last week. So if you ever want to feel better about your life, just come and watch what a troll does.
Still troll?
Oh, yeah. I think he was here last week, too. And he has multiple accounts. And then he just, he's trying to attack your psychoanalyze you. I'm like, dude, you're saying I need attention, and here you are.
Yeah.
See you,
So
buddy.
it's funny.
You all right?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, big man. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Take care.
Yeah, you too. Take
Yeah,
care.
ignore the trolls. And we do. It's sorry they have their life. Don't be a troll. I remember I got on it years and years, decades ago. There was this, it was called Topics.
Going on to 3 or?
No, I'm going, I had a plate, I had to take
Oh.
those off. It was called Topics. And it's basically was a prelude to Twitter.
Uh-huh.
You could talk about anything under the sun, and the people were just vicious. If you were something besides what they thought, well then, you were rapist, child molester, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it. And you have, so the first time I got introduced to trolls, I got one the whole time, just for shits and giggles, for sure. Where they would just engage people to argue. And that was their whole purpose in life.
Yeah. They're at their shoulder.
So they're sitting in their mama's basement, waiting for lunch. And they're on my channel, and they're on 10 different channels, and they're sitting there. I'm so great.
I don't get how you can find that thought,
They have like zero self-esteem, and even negative attention is attention.
Yeah.
We all know that one girl that dating the guy that beats her but stays with him. Still attention. And they don't have the self-esteem to do something more productive. So this guy, he's on his 5th rendition of his YouTube channel. And I know he's typing right now, I got to make another YouTube channel to get on there.
I got
Well, that's just it. I got 3 monitors on there, and I'll sit there and engage them for a little bit, have a little fun, and I'll say it's time to go, and now they got to make a new one. Such a sad life. What they don't realize, though, even hitting the thumbs down still pushes the algorithm. So they're hitting the thumbs down, but it still pushes my channel. Still gets the channel out there, whether you hit up or down. The only time it doesn't do anything is if you don't hit anything. Yep. So I have a poll did you hit the thumbs up? And yes, and then the other answer is no, I'm a troll. So it's 50-50 right now. So I've had 20 people give me thumbs up and I have 20 people give me thumbs up, down. So you can say I'm a true neutral.
What?
A true neutral. It's an AD&D term. Used to be popular. Oh, here we go. Funk English came in and was soon gone.
Have you never seen
Hey, you prepper cowboy. Yeah, just hide them, block them, tell them to go away. This poor kid sitting there typing like a mad dog in a rabies factory, trying to get his next one up there. And so that's making my channel more entertaining. So I think that'll be my next one. Will be just get in the lift and watch the trolls, because I'm sure he's going to be making 5 or 6 more and be looking for the notification next time I'm on there. Oh, there we go. We changed it just a little bit so you get on there. So now it's with an M. 1998. Just get in the gym and troll. Yeah, that'll be the next one. And we have our troll back. Instead of Devil Dane, it's Devil Dame. He's just a type of weight. I gotta get back on there. That is so funny. That cowboy just. And I can just see him on the keyboard. Oh, I gotta go. What weight class? Last year I competed in the 275-pound weight class in the 60 to 64 age group. This year, the one on December 10th, I'm going to do the 242-pound. Oh, wrestle? Believe it or not, I wrestled 98 pounds freshman year. And then went up to 105. So I was very tall and lanky. I've gotten heavier since. So currently I'm hitting the scales at about 244. So I only got about 2 or 3 pounds to drop for my meet December 10th. My son, he wrestled. He started out at the 185-pound class, so he was a lot heavier than I was in school.
Short. You're taller than me.
Dad was working, and Mom had her. She had her missionary work and stuff she was doing. Like I said, by the time being the last kid, they were probably pooped out. There was a 5-year break between my one sibling and mine. But I started really lifting when I was about 14 and kept at it till now. I took a 2-year break in my 30s, but I did. And at 39, I started lifting back up again, and I haven't stopped since. It gets get predictable after a while, does it? Yep, it sure does. And they can't change their message. Deeper. Go ahead and rank it. Stay there. No, stay there. Get your feet about here and here. Get deeper into it. Bring your feet out right there. Bring your feet out right there. All right. Then come down to a slow sitting position. Don't rock it. Slowly come down. So go ahead and lift it off.
Taking a crap.
So yeah, you're going to the toilet, so you just don't free fall. Keep coming. Keep coming. I got it. Keep coming. Keep coming. Why not? Okay, so go ahead and rack it. All right, step away about a foot. I'll do a deep, deep. Boom. So you can do that.
No, wait on what?
Do less weight. Yeah. I'll tell you, form is more important than the weight. I don't trust it. Because my form even at 61 is not what I like. So what you do is, first of all, you want to warm up. So you start with less weight. You don't have to go over down the ground. But what you want to do is you want to at least break here. And what will help is by looking up and then come up. And do what you can do, don't worry about what anyone else is doing. All right, the gym is all about you, it's not about anybody else. Get that form, and when you can do them for 4 sets of 10, throw a 2.5 on your side. When you do those for 4 sets of 10, throw a 5 on your side. By the end of next year, if you're doing 2 and 4 form, you won't hurt yourself. Right now, what you're doing is doing 135 bad form, you're never going to have good form because you're never practicing. And when you think about it, when you're running and when you're doing activities and that, you're doing more of a full form. And I'll see people eventually do this. I asked them, what are you doing? Well, I'm working bench. No, you're not. You never engage the chest because you got to come down there and engage the chest. And all of a sudden, also my shoulders dance. Take one weight off. You know, it's just simple. Take one, if you know that the form suffers, I take weight off. If I have pain, soreness in my pain, if I have pain, sharp pain, I take weight off or I rethink the exercise. So a lot of times squats are very difficult. They are. Your leg press machine is a lot easier, stuff like that. But it's important to learn this, and you're on a Smith machine, this is what you want. Because you don't have to worry about back and forth, you're on a Smith machine. So this is a good place to get your form down. So then maybe in a couple minutes you can switch over. Don't worry about the weight. Nobody else here is judging if you're either jerking something.
We literally, this is a 12th day.
12 days,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And that's why I want form over weight always. Get the form down. The weight will come eventually. How old are you?
I'm 17.
Right, so your body's not even producing the amount of muscle it can produce yet. Understand, as a male, you know, I don't understand it.
Enough.
Oh, something like that. First time I hit 405, I was 45 years old. So it's just slow and steady. So get the form down first. Number one, you'll engage more muscles, so it'll give you a better overall tone. And not prevent injuries later. A lot of people in the 40s injuries. Because you never develop the form, and then you put a weight on, you got acid, and it sat down on the floor.
Yeah, I watched too many fail videos of this.
But this is the best place to learn how to do it.
I stayed out of the gym for a long time.
Yep.
Watching people like buckle their knees and everything.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I've been doing this for 48 years, so I wasn't doing this at 16. I was doing 135. There he is. I mean, next I'm doing as we
No, it's fine, it's just.
and then he keeps getting knocked out. All right, so we're gonna knock one out here at 405, see how it feels, and then make a determination of where I go after that. Oh, then we had the one bot. Girls. Oh, yeah. That's why they come to my channel. Oh, good. Thank you. Should be another one over here.
I got one over there.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, you had two. All right, so 405 went up. About another 10 pounds. I got 415. That pour inside our new Motley Crue song. There we go. And testing the trolls, yeah. Thank you, Miss Worm. Appreciate it. I would do both. They work different parts. So preachers is working right here. Hammers is working more in here. I would do both. Preacher is more of a, especially if you're on is more of an isolation exercise. Hammer, you're engaging your wrist right here. You're engaging your shoulders too. So Jonathan, I would do both. And then your question on the overhead press. Overhead press is not going to jump like a bench will, because the bench you're based on the bench and you're using your shoulders, you're using your back, you're using your abs, your chest, your triceps. So on overhead, what I would do is whatever you can do 5 of, I would do 3 sets of 5, and then the next workout I'd jump it up a couple pounds, or in your case a couple kilos, whatever it happens to be. And then do 3 sets of 5 again. And if you can do 3 sets of 5, increase another 5 pounds until you can't, and stay at that weight until you can, and then continue on.
Actually, you should talk to.
Yeah, but even if they have to access, Roddy, it's 5 pounds. So unless I have an epic fail, and if I have an epic fail, I can still dump the weights. I don't have clamps on the sides. But I've been doing this weight so many times, and they have spotted me numerous times, so they know what I need to do. Heavy weighted pull-ups, I can do them. I have done them, where I would, and I also would do them with dips. I haven't done them lately. I'm kind of working more on volume than on the weight that way, but I used to do pull-ups with a couple 45-pound plates strapped to the belt. I used to do dips the same way. And I may go back to them, but right now I do dips at work because we have a walkway which has the handles there, which is like the perfect distance. And it allows me to do it at work. We also have heavy grates and toolings that weigh anywhere from 40 to 75 pounds that we do a lot of lifting. Neck training, I haven't really did neck training. I know some people will have an apparatus that they hook and they're doing this, but I would be careful with that. I'll do shrugs, that's a traps, but I've never really did neck training. I haven't felt a need for it, or just have not put the time in for it either. Could be a little bit of both. So 22 thumbs up, appreciate that. And the 21 thumbs down, appreciate that too. All coming from probably one person. Too funny. I'll have to ask Jennifer Cruz if she runs into that. I am doing fine, Tycom. So motivation was a little low this morning, a little slow to move up, but I did move. Yeah, a nice big weight gainer shake, get the calories in here. Took a nice hot shower to wake up. I know some people say you should take cold showers. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I like to be comfortable. Then I got here to the gym, started warming up, and I'm glad I did come in. That's one thing I try to say is, the people that do come to the gym on a regular basis, we're not any different. There's days we get up and we're thinking, oh man, it'd just be nice to sit around the house. It'd be nice just to relax. It would be nice just to maybe, read a book or whatever. But we realize if we want to maintain a level of fitness or improve, that we do have to just get in the gym and lift, or run, or yoga, or Pilates, or treadmill, or stairs, or whatever it is. It's all good stuff. This is just what I'm good at. But I do try to mix it up. And when somebody introduces a new weight or a new way of doing things, I test it out, much lighter weight. I think last month I was doing benches this way. I went down considerable weight because it was awkward. But I do know people that's how they bench. WWE, yeah. I actually have a friend who's doing that. I don't know if he's the WWE is more of an amateur one, and he's 40 years old, and I'm just amazed, how he's jumping off the top of the ring and slamming into tables and stuff like that. And yes, I understand it's choreographed and I understand it's fake, but it's still tough, and it's not something I would want to do. I don't think jumping from the top ring and body slamming somebody would be good for my joints. So, even though it's choreographed and even though it's somewhat fake, there's still a lot of athletic ability going on there. So currently I'm in Illinois. I go to about 3 different gyms. This is the Edge Fitness here in Streeter. I do also go to Fitness Premier in Pontiac, and then I go to Shoreward Fitness down in Shoreward, Illinois. Or rigged, I know, but still, they're still jumping off those turnbuckles. They're still slamming into tables. They're still picking the guy up over their head. I would say, it's still something I don't want myself into. And my fear is if my one buddy would try to get me into it, I'm like, nah. I like the ability of my knee still working. We were talking about WWE, and I have a friend, a guy who runs Short Fitness. He's into the amateur ones of it.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, you do good in that. I says, even though it's rigged in that, it's still somebody jumping off the damn top of the ring and landing on a table. I said, I don't want anything to do with that. I'm watching some of his matches where, he's 15 feet in the air and he's slammed down on a guy who's on a table. And I'm just like, that just doesn't seem like a good idea.
Still got to do that stuff.
You still got to do it. Yep. You're still picking guys up over your head,
Yeah. My cousin actually went and seen a WWE match in Bloomington. She said it was a lot of fun. I personally never watched it as a kid.
I watched one as a kid. We went
played the
to
video games.
the real one, and it was so more obvious
Yeah.
live than it is on TV. Remember, we had little black and white TVs with only about 100 lines of resolution,
Yeah.
And my one buddy thought it was real, and so his grandpa took us there, and he was so disappointed because I wasn't. I had fun, but I knew it was rigged.
Yeah.
My dad told me, and they thought they're spitting out a tooth, and you could tell with a cotton ball and stuff like that, and he wouldn't watch it after that. And I said, man, Mark, I said we knew it was fake. It's just there to entertain you. You still have to be athletic.
Yeah.
I mean, they had one guy called Mountain Mike was 600 pounds, and I watched him sit there and body slam a guy like 180. I'm going, man, I hope they paid him a lot of money for that big son of a pit. I don't care how much that mat takes away.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to do what? I don't think so. And that's when Andre the Giant was into it.
Yeah, I remember all the old wrestlers when I was growing up.
So here's the question. My biggest question is, when we start dropping 2 pounds a week, how can I maintain your strength? So you can't. Okay, it's very difficult to. When you lose weight, you are going to lose some strength. Now you can minimize it by making sure that you're going to a high clean carb and protein diet. But you are probably going to lose some strength. You're probably going to lose them off some of your lifts, not all your lifts. Some of your lifts are going to be less affected. Your arms will probably be less affected, but your bench and your squat and deadlift will probably be affected. I dropped down one year to 222, and I probably lost 40 pounds off my bench. But I had a six-pack. I actually looked bigger because the belly was gone. I was ripped. The wife didn't like it. So generally I'm at 245, 250 is a better weight for me. I did get as strong on the bench at 245 that I was at 265, and I'm hoping I can do that again. But generally, do plan on losing strength when you drop weight. It's just, you can't just lose the fat. You are going to lose some muscle, but it's what you're trying to get. Are you trying to go for a look, or are you trying to go for wrong strength? You're trying to go for a look. Then just keep doing the lifting. Understand that your max lifts will probably drop down, but your repetitions may not. But yeah, that was the first time. 222, I was not doing 405. And a lot of it's because at 222, I'm 6'4". That's pretty lean. But at 245, my 400s come back. They weren't coming back at 232. When I was 232, I still wasn't getting the 405 lift. So I realized I had to gain weight. Is it possible? Yes, it is. And depending on your age, it's probably the younger you are, it's more possible. And if you're older, a lot of them are going to be taking some sort of gear. You know, for somebody my age to be that lean and that strong, I would have to be on something, whether it's TRT, whether it's anabolic steroids or whatever the other stuff is out there. I don't know what it all does because I don't participate in it. But for me to be lean and that strong, yeah, I would probably have to do. Because I know when I drop weight, I drop strong. It's just at 232 pounds, I wasn't getting 405. So I had basically, I think at 242 or 240, I think was the first time I hit 405. So you do need the extra weight sometimes. So enough yak. I got 415 on there. Let me go get my spotter again. All righty. $415. Remember, sometimes the second lift goes easier than the first. Let's hope this is the case. So it didn't go easier, but it did go up. Thanks, man.
Yep.
All righty. Woo. Cowboy or Colts? Well, I'm a Bears fan. My second team was the Colts, and my third team was the Steelers. I do find myself rooting for Kansas City lately, only because I like the competitiveness of the quarterback. They had a comeback from behind win last night, and I do like his ability to compete. So I respect his talent. No, not if he's playing the Bears, I don't, but when he's playing anybody else, I do. So, time for burnouts. I think today's burnout's going to be at 2.25. I haven't done a 2.25 burnout in a long time. You think gym hygiene is important? Absolutely, it's important. Wiping down your benches and bars. Trying to shower after the gym. It's like anything. Worst place to be for infections is a hospital. It is. More people get secondary infections in the hospital than anywhere else. So Uh, if you finish the gym at 12 p.m., I would at least do a wipe down. I would at least wash the hands and wipe down the face. Understand, most of your colds and flu are transmitted right here. Touch a surface, you scratch your nose, or you bite your nails. But once you do this, you're bringing germs into it. So probably one of the best things to do is wash your hands. Don't necessarily have to use sanitizer. Wash your hands with soap and water is pretty much just as good or as well. But if you do think you got a bacteria growing on your skin, so it could be that, or you could be allergic to something. Right now, I've got a rash on my legs because of something the wife is using in the laundry. We think she just bought a bunch of the Downy dryer sheets. And I think because I'm wearing the big, thick wool socks, that's where I'm getting the redness and the itching. So I think that's from that. So today when I go in the store, I got to buy mouse traps because I seen a mouse last night. And I'm going to buy socks that haven't went through the drying cycle. And I'm going to wear those and see if it diminishes the rash. And it won't be wool socks. Because sometimes wool socks will bother you. Wool socks are kind of itchy. They're very warm, but they are kind of itchy. So it might be because of the gym, or it might be because of laundry detergent. If it's around your ankles, like where your socks would be, then the suspect would either be detergent or if you're using some sort of softener, whether it's in the washer or whether it's in the dryer, would be the first two I would think. But yeah, wash your hands. Maybe take a alcohol wipe towel and wipe down your face, and then you'd be good. But yeah, shower all those. I took one this morning before I came to work. I needed to wake up, and because the beard's getting more thick, I need to shampoo the beard. And that's just like, oh, I feel so good. It's like, I don't want to take a shower. I don't want to take a shower. You get in the shower. Oh, I don't want to get out of the shower. I don't want to get out of the shower. And this is really the thickest I've had the beard, I think, ever. I don't think I have. I think this might top it from last year. And I'm going to let it go for at least a couple more weeks. I have ordered my Santa hat. So I'm going to have that to wear after Thanksgiving. Whew. So getting around it, a little past noon, Central Time. I can see, no. About time you figure out what they're thinking, they change on you. They're a different species. Just be yourself. Remember, the dating process is all about compatibility. That's what the dating process is about. Either you're compatible or you're not. Don't feel bad because something didn't work out. If it didn't work out, best it doesn't work out on the dates, then it later on when you really start getting strong feelings for each other. As I told my kids, especially when the one boy had his first breakup and he was really heartbroken, I said, your mother was not my first girlfriend, and I wasn't her first boyfriend. So the dating process is about compatibility. Not everybody can fall in love and live happily ever after. Yeah, yes, you got that right, Pepper Cowboy. They tried to write a book that was that thick, and they realized it was all wrong. No offense to any women out there, but you are a different species. So I got 25 thumbs up. And according to Paul, I got 25 thumbs down. So I have 50 reactions, which is huge, at least for mine. And I do appreciate the thumbs up. And I do appreciate the trolls that take their time to try to sit there and give me a hard time. I'm truly touched, and not in a Biden way. Ooh, did I say that? So, getting ready to do my burnout here at 2 1/4. Haven't done a burnout at 2 1/4 in a long time. This is way too much like cardio, but I figured it might be a good way. They just think different than we do. Can't tell you why. There's a lot of memes out there. We're more basic. They are not. And between the two of us, we're supposed to make a good team. So I think about a minute or two of rest, and then I will burn out 2 1/4. And I haven't done this in a long time, so it'll be interesting how many reps I get. It'll probably be where I get, this is true. And maybe that's the better ones to look at. Just engage like normal. Just say hi. See what happens. You never know. You never know until you ask. If you don't ask, it's never going to happen. But, there's nothing wrong with being polite and courteous. If they don't respond to that, you probably didn't want to date them anyway. You gotta understand, I've been out of that game for 33 years. Probably 34 years, actually. Yeah, my wife and I are going on 33 or 34 years of knowing each other. We just did celebrate our 30th wedding anniversary. So I'm really not the one to give out advice on dating. I've been out of that game for a very long time. And they confuse me just as they're confusing you right now. Still do. A big accomplishment? I think joining the military was one of them, one of my highlights. Serving the country, getting married. I see that as a big accomplishment. The next one would be raising my 3 kids, which never ends. So that's still ongoing, even though they have all moved out of the house, which you want to do. Setting numerous national and world titles in lifting, I think it's huge. Being ranked 4th in the world in raw bench, I think is a huge accomplishment. Yeah. And just being a good husband and father. I think those ones stand out. And I did have a little mini one. I went to the Senior Olympics in Illinois, and I got the gold in discus. And I will be competing in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in July for nationals. We'll see how we do. So I'm gonna go get my spotter. It was burnt out.
That's the bitch. The S&P.
They took a little bit of a hit.
Yeah.
That's saying that, and now everybody's getting nervous because none of it was his money.
No.
That's what I need to do. I need to invest other people's money than just, go to the Bahamas or something. At least I'll be honest about it.
And get away with it.
Yeah, I need your money. I'm never going to pay it back.
And they paying him a saint.
Yeah. Yeah, he's not so much a saint now. All right, good. We're out 2 1/4. It's been a while. Guess I'll go until I turn blue in the face. Something like that. much like cardio. I think it was 22. I'm dizzy.
How long were you in the workplace?
6 years.
I got a lot of family members there.
Yeah, my dad was in 2 wars. His brothers, God's brothers, a lot of my cousins on my dad's side. And all 3 of my kids went.
How three of your kids went there?
2 Navy, 1 Air Force. That surprised me. I didn't push it.
Really?
Yeah, I pushed the opposite.
To
Wanted to
not
go to
or-
college,
Hmm.
but they made that decision. Once they did, I went to the recruiter with them.
They had you went?
For the most part. You're not too happy about it at certain points. You know, when you're 48 hours.
Yeah, my family either went the state cop route, constitution, or went to military. All my family was-
So I got them all in the tech field. The oldest daughter was a nuke. She's now married and to another nuke, and they work for a company that makes stuff for Intel. Makes really good money. And the youngest is in the languages, and she reads, writes, and speaks Mandarin Chinese. So my joke is I no longer understand my youngest. It's all Chinese to me.
How old were you when you started working out?
14. I had the old, I don't know if you ever seen them, but the concrete and plastic weights.
Yeah.
It was a 110-pound set. I built my own bench out of lumber. And I lifted with those and buy metal plates until I was about, probably was lifting those until I was about 30 years old before I bought my first Olympic set. And in my 30s, I was probably 6% body fat. I mean, I was ripped. I wasn't as strong as I am right now, but I had endurance out the aging. I was probably 205. Never mind. Right. Been on and off here for a couple of years. I probably here 3-4 years ago, then my job moved me out to Shorewood, so I was working out at Shorewood.
Where you work?
Now I work for Caterpillar in Pontiac. So I work out here, I work out at Premier Fitness in Pontiac, and I'll still drive to Shorewood and work out sometimes because I know the owner. He's the one that got me in powerlifting.
I used to know the other heroes. It was my grandpa's cousin. I was related to him.
We're at,
Yeah.
oh, here? Oh, okay, yeah.
It was my
So-
grandpa's cousin.
Brian, that was sad because we're the same age. Same height, same weight. He used to work out with me. Then when he passed because of that, that was kind of a scary moment because he was healthy.
Yeah, my grandpa still got all about it.
Yeah, took a long time, took over a month. Just, you never know, that's why you live every day, try to enjoy it. I have a buddy we were in the service together. He's a disabled combat vet. You spend a lot of time watching TV, you spend a lot of time playing games. And he's talking to me, I said, have I seen this boy? I go, no. Have I seen this show? No. I'm like, Robert, I watch one show. And then right now it's Yellowstone when it's on. Otherwise, I catch Forged in Fire when it's on every now and then. I said, that's all I watch.
For some reason, Andy Gross was killed. As soon as you said that, that's what
It's still a classic.
I'd be watching it.
It's still a classic.
My mom had me watching it as a kid. I still
Yep. No, it's still on. Yep. That one has definitely survived the test of time.
Are you done with that one, man?
I am. I'll get out of your way.
What made you want to go to service?
I would use that one, but the sun's in my eye over
No,
there.
no problem, man. So when I was in high school, I wasn't very focused about where I was going to go. So my dad told me, so when you graduate, you got two choices. You can move out, you can go to college. While you're in college, you can stay at home, or you can go into service.
Chose the service route.
And I didn't feel I was ready for college yet. I didn't go to college after the service.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And I didn't want to start putting my nose in the grindstone at 18. So I didn't know I could do that in the service. So I went to service. My dad was young. He was Army, World War II, Korean War. And the service helped give me direction because at the time, you ever watched Starship Troopers?
Watch what?
Starship Troopers, that movie?
Might
Where the recruiter's going, mobile infantry has made me the man I am today. You know, he's missing an arm and a leg and all that stuff.
sounds familiar.
You gotta watch it, it's funny. It's got a lot of one-isms in them, but I would not be the same person had I not went in service. Not saying I'm a good person, just wouldn't be the same person.
And I after the Navy SEAL, I was a technician in the Army, not Army, and
That would be Navy. Yep. So, like I said, my two oldest went Navy. My daughter, she was on the Nimitz. She met her husband on the Nimitz. So she said she would never marry anybody in the Navy. She did. She said she wouldn't follow him out to Arizona. She did.
Arizona's nice, real nice.
It's nice right now.
It's nice to visit, is what I'm
It's nice to visit, yep.
Not to
I was just there last week visiting my grandson.
Where at?
Maricopa.
How far away is that from Sedona?
It's good distance.
Is it? That's what we're seeing.
Yeah, you go up to Sedona and Flagstaff, that's a beautiful area of
Yeah.
Arizona. Maricopa is desert.
Oh, is it?
It's brown,
Like the
brown,
Painted Desert? Have
brown,
you ever
brown,
heard
brown, brown. Oh, there's a mesquite tree, brown, brown. Oh, there's another mesquite tree. Oh, there's a cactus. So basically mesquite trees, cactus, and dirt. A lot of lizards, a
Yeah.
lot of snakes, they don't mind. But
I'm not in rattlesnakes. I literally almost stepped right over once, jumped
Yes.
off a rock
I
like a
used to
boulder.
eat them when I was in the service.
Really?
We used to catch them down Fort Stewart, Georgia, and cook them up. Rattlesnakes and cockroaches. Very delicious.
Really?
Yeah, water moccasins, no. So for whatever reason,
Like tastes like fish? Like mud?
because they eat fish, they taste poor. But the ones that eat the mammals, rattlesnake is number one, it's the easiest thing to clean because the rib cage doesn't connect.
Oh, really? I did not
So
know that.
basically, that's how they can expand and swallow something so big.
Mm.
The ribs are not connected. So basically, it's cut behind the sack 3 inches, slice it down the middle, innards come out like that, the skin peels off, there's your meat. And it's very porous meat, so whatever spices you use, it's gonna absorb in really quick. So it tastes basically like whatever spice it is. Doesn't taste like chicken, it tastes like snake. But, you know, if it's hot sauce, you're really gonna get a hot sauce in here, whatever you use, so. The biggest one we killed was about 7 foot long.
Yeah, we're in the Airbnb in Sedona, and we're right underneath a mountain. I think it's called like the Seven Warriors or something. And we found this fence and we jumped over. We're like, oh, it's just like a little trail. It led right up and down. We're like, ooh, we want to climb up. First day here, see what's here.
They didn't have those signs, beware
No.
rattlesnakes?
So we climbed up, and then when we were coming down,
23, oh, cool.
we jumped like off a boulder type thing. It's probably like 6 foot tall. And as soon as we jumped down, I heard something move right underneath my feet and it started rattling. Its head was at least probably 5 inches big, huge rattlesnake. And I literally almost stepped right on it, right on top of it.
That's how you get bit. Because generally, if they know you're coming, they'll get out of your way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, snake don't want to tankle
Yeah,
anything
they
that
don't.
big. But it's usually when they're trying to sun and warm up and you end up stepping on them. That's why if you wear jeans, you wear boots, generally you're pretty much okay there. But we went out there for the wedding shower in July. You know, 114 degrees.
Oh, wow. The
And that's-
morning surprised me how
That's
cold it
just
is.
that's just too much. Yeah, the mornings are cold because it's desert. There's nothing there to hold the heat in. I was Fort Slow, Oklahoma, is where I took my basics. So it was 40 at night and 90 and then during the day. So both extremes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too. All right, let me get all squared away here.
Again, thank you for your service. Have a good day. You too.
Oh no. All right, so folks, 26 likes. All right, that's awesome. So Rubber Cowboy Sales 23. I'll rewatch it before I post it. But yeah, I'll be posting those lifts this later on this afternoon and evening when I get at work. And tomorrow, I don't know. We'll have to see what I'll do. Tomorrow might be if you create a 405 bench club sweater, I would buy it. Okay. I will look into that. And Jonathan, just let me know what size you wear. And I'll see if my t-shirt person can get sweaters. Yeah, I got to put the work in today up, and I'm happy I did. So now it's time to go to the store. I gotta get mouse traps. And something else I wanted to get, I forgot. But mouse traps anyway. They're starting to run around. I'll set those out there. And I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. I'll see what I'll end up doing. Maybe tomorrow will be a good arms day. Do tries and buys. And then Wednesday probably legs. And then Thursday is Thanksgiving. I'll have to see if my buddy at Shore Fitness has been sometimes he'll have the gym open until noon. Well, it's a 24-hour gym, but sometimes I'll do a workout in the morning. If they are, I might go out and do a workout with them. Otherwise, everybody have a happy Thanksgiving for those here in the States. And everybody else who's not in the States, have a happy week also. And thanks for stopping. I do appreciate it. Thanks for the thumbs up. And the trolls, thank you for the thumbs down.